Hello, greetings, and salutations. This is the Real Agent P, and I am back with my first episode of Tea with Agent P. Today, I am going to be enjoying some green tea with honey. I got the lovely wife here enjoying lemonade as always, and we have my first guest for this series. His name is Josh. He has a little channel called Chicken Sendies. It's a mountain biking channel, and we're gonna get to know a little bit about him today. So, how you doing today, Josh?
I'm wonderful, and since you shared, I shall share as well.
Okay.
I have a lovely cup of Earl Grey myself,
Roro.
and oh, I know, but I put just a little bit of coffee creamer in it, so
Okay.
kind of English it up a bit, but I don't do the cream and sugar. I feel like coffee creamer is just easier since it has the sugar in it.
Oh yeah, it's already sweet, so I mean you don't need to overdo it, right?
So that's what I do.
All right. So, cheers, by the way.
Cheers! Oh yes, please, by all means, and my fancy Scooby-Doo cup.
All right. So, we're gonna start off with some more lighthearted, fun questions here. So, first off, what is your favorite color?
Oh man, purple. I absolutely love purple. And if you ever watch anything on my YouTube channel, you'll see all my bikes have purple on them.
Yes, purple or teal. I know that's a
Yes, that's
combination you
also
like to
true.
do
Yep.
a lot
I
of.
think they look so good together.
They do really go together. All right. Speaking of things that could go good together or could not go good together,
Oh.
does pineapple belong on pizza?
Oh. I don't mind it personally. I think it's all right. Now, I don't like go to, the pizza shop and like, hey, I have to have pineapple, but
Mhm.
I'm all right with it.
Okay. Okay. And then our last little silly question here is a hot dog a sandwich?
Ooh, taco.
Yeah. Good answer. Good answer.
Nailed it.
All right. Uh, so right now, tell us a little bit about your YouTube channel. Like, what do you do on your YouTube channel?
So, whenever I first started Chicken Sendies, I originally planned with me and a couple buds, it was going to be an eating and bike riding channel. So, we were going to eat and then go on bike rides, and that was going to be the entire point.
Okay.
It's kind of evolved into anything now that it has basically anything that has two wheels and is man powered by your legs. So,
Okay.
I
Okay.
do everything from dirt jumpers to Walmart bikes and upgrading them to decently priced mountain bikes. I do how-tos, best ways to potentially spend money on upgrading bikes. So
Okay.
kind of anything that just involves mountain biking and or biking. And I
Yeah.
absolutely love it. It's so fun.
Okay. So how did it evolve from a um, eating and biking channel to
So-
the how-tos and the builds and all that
All
kind
right.
of stuff?
So a lot of people don't, I mean, obviously the channel's only been up maybe a year and a half now, pushing year and a half. But originally it was going to be called Eats and Yeets is what we were going to call it. So,
I love that. I love
and
that.
I don't know, if you watch the channel at all, you'll see me with my really good bud, single track Jack is what we call him.
Mhm.
His name's Jackie, and I've been friends with Jackie since second grade, so it's almost been 25 years now I've known this guy. And we were just chatting, literally just chatting while we were riding a trail one day, and we said we should make a YouTube channel called Eats and Yeets. And we were talking about getting chicken tendies afterwards.
Okay.
We're like, oh yeah, we need to get some chicken tendies. So that turned into, well, first you got to get Cindy. So it turned into Chicken Sendies.
Okay.
Fortunately, we just never did the eating portion, and we just did the bike riding portion.
Gotcha.
I always felt kind of like we either go to Taco Bell or we go to Chick-fil-A when we're done riding. That's just what we do. It's one of the two.
Gotcha.
And I've always felt weird about bringing like, a GoPro or something in there to record while we were eating, which in all fairness, I shouldn't feel weird about it, but it was just one of
Yeah.
those situations where I never did it. So
No, I get you. Especially if
we
it's
just
like
never did the eating part.
especially if it's like chin mounted and you have it like right here and you're like over the top of your
Cause of
camera.
POV eating. That now we're talking.
Yeah.
That
So-
could go somewhere.
So for people who don't know mountain biking terminology or biking terminology,
Mhm.
the term Cindy, what
Okay.
does that refer to?
Getting rowdy on your bike is the
Okay.
best way. So either like going down a hill real fast, or if you're going off of like a drop, for instance, to flat or something like that, you're getting Cindy.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to throw that out there so that
Oh no.
the people
You're
like
good.
people will be like, what's Cindy
Oh, you're good.
I don't
Well,
I don't know
and
what that
then
means. I know what a
so
cross up and a four-way mix is, but I don't know what a Cindy is.
but so and chicken, of course, like I said, was chicken tendies.
Hmm.
But so the logo is now a chicken, and it's "Don't be a chicken, get Cindy."
I
So
gotcha.
it kind of all kind of plays into itself as well. But I've never really talked about like on my channel what it actually means. So it's kind of fun to talk about it. I've just never really thought about doing that.
Okay.
But there is a meaning behind it.
All right, hey, it works. It works. All right, so what would you say that your current goal for your channel is?
Oh
Like,
man.
it doesn't have to be like a super long-term one or anything like that.
Yeah.
Just like what's a like a 1 year goal for your channel?
So right now, I would say a 1 year goal would probably be just to continue to grow. I don't have a number in place or anything like that. And ideally, I just want to keep putting out quality videos. There for a while, I was just putting up videos like super, super sporadic. It could be like on Monday and then a Friday but I kind of backed that a little bit down to just one video a week. And I want to make sure it's a good quality video. So for the year coming up, I just want to make sure that I continue to do quality videos. I stay on the schedule of every Thursday at 8 a.m. is when I actually load. I actually preload all my videos on like Tuesday and just schedule them.
Okay.
So they're all good to go. And the cool thing is right now I have about 6 videos that I could post at any time.
There you
So
go.
I have like a backlog. I'm
You
good
are
to
caught
go.
up.
That sounds
So-
familiar.
I know. Right? would
But you
never
post
do
every
anything like
day,
that.
but you need a lot of content though, because
Yeah.
you post every day. So
Yeah,
where
I
was
try
just
to. I've not been
Yeah,
as good about it lately, but
well, and then of course my beautiful wife and myself are getting ready to expect our second child here in about a month and a half. Yeah, it's so excited. But so I'm like, well, I need some videos because babies they keep you busy.
Just a little bit.
just a tiny bit. Yeah.
So yeah,
All
but
right.
so yeah, for the gear goal, I just keep doing what I'm doing and just try to keep all the people that are subscribed happy.
Hey, that's a good enough goal in and of itself. All right, so since this is primarily a gaming channel, we
Yeah.
have to talk about video gamings, and I
Oh.
think I can, and most people can figure out the answer to this next question. But what is your favorite video game series?
All right. So, and it's hard to see these little ones here, but there's some Figma ones there too. But I, of course, am a huge Legend of Zelda fan, and some people will call me basic because of that, and that's fine. But the only thing I will say to defend myself, which you and I have had discussions, over this.
Yes.
But the very first platinum I ever got was Demon Souls.
Yes.
I am a
yes.
huge Souls fan. So action adventure style games. I love difficult games. So I am trying so hard to get a PS5 so I can play the remake of Demon Souls. But man,
It looks so.
they
pretty.
are.
It looks so.
Buying a
pretty.
PS5 is about as hard as getting a mountain bike right now, which
Right?
is just silly.
Well, I don't know how
everything's
hard it
to
is
buy
to get
right
a
now.
mountain bike, but
It's
I know how hard it is to get a PS5.
it's frustrating.
Oh,
But
I
it's
can
the
imagine.
equivalent.
It's hard to do
insane.
any hobby thing right now.
Yeah.
No, it really is, and I'm so glad I have something like video gaming and or mountain biking, so I can still do stuff and stay away from people.
Yeah,
Because
there
you
go.
everyone's got their own opinions and stuff going on right now, and just try to respect everybody as much as I can. So.
Oh yeah. So.
But no, man, Demon Souls and Zelda,
Demon Souls
any
and
Souls
Zelda?
game, Dark Souls 2, 3, also the oh goodness, Bloodborne. I couldn't think of it for a second. Love
Bloodborne's really
Bloodborne.
good, yeah.
Any of those are so fun.
Okay.
I am a Sony guy though, but
Oh, yeah.
I love my Nintendo Switch. So
Oh, I love
Yeah.
our Switch.
like our Switch is basically a Zelda and Pokemon machine, but I
Oh, for
bought it
sure.
knowing that's basically what I'm
And
gonna be
Mario.
buying.
Can't forget
Yeah,
Mario.
I need to get
You-
Smash Brothers for it, but I just haven't yet.
oh, so
So-
it's so ironic because whenever I was around 97ish when Pokemon came out,
Mhm.
I did not like turn-based RPGs. It just wasn't my style. And of course, Sword and Shield came out. I was like, all right, I'll jump on board. I'll try this. Fell in love with Sword and Shield.
I
And then I
love
got
Sword
to the
and
point
Shield.
where I got the shiny charm. And here I am on a bike burning circles trying to hatch fancy colored Pokemon. I'm like, I'm not getting anywhere in life. But I tell you, whenever I hatched that first shiny Riolu, I was super stoked. And Lucario
Ooh.
looks pretty cool in gold. I'm not
Yes, he
gonna lie.
does. Yes, he does. All right, so we covered the action RPG, but
Yeah.
again, since this is primarily a gaming and primarily a fighting game channel,
Oh, there we go.
what would you say your favorite
Ah.
fighting game is?
So, and right before high school, I got super into Bloody Roar.
Okay.
On GameCube, super into Bloody Roar. And but the one I always go to is typically Mortal Kombat. I just love Mortal Kombat,
in his
especially
DNA.
Ermax in it. Yeah, oh man. If Cabal or Ermac is in a Mortal Kombat, you best be know I'm buying that game. And when they released the DLC for the most recent Mortal Kombat and they put Spawn in it, I was stoked. I was a little tickled over that.
Yes.
I love Spawn. He's just such a cool character.
He is a very cool character.
Oh man.
I mean,
So cool.
I wish they would have done his movie a little bit better, but I mean,
we don't have to talk about that.
John Leguizamo.
John Leguizamo. Yeah, I was like, come on, he was
best part. S to the P to the A to the auto. S to the P to the A to the bomb.
He goes, he's dead. D-E-D. Dead. Come on, John. But yeah, no, that movie has. I remember watching that movie in theaters when it came out. I was probably not an appropriate age to watch it, but I did.
Too tiny for that, yeah.
Oh man.
So, outside of mountain biking, obviously, YouTubing and gaming, what are some other hobbies that you have?
So I'm actually, which is ironic because you've known me for a long, long time, but I've really turned into a big family man. So I'm very blessed in the sense of my job. I only work 2 days a week. I work 2 24-hour shifts. I'm a paramedic, so I get about 5 days off a week. And it's very nice to be able to go home and just spend time with my wife and my daughter. And my wife's a stay-at-home mom, which is terrific. And we just get to spend time together. You know, we've been enjoying the snow, going sledding and stuff here the last couple months now. And it's just, I got a little setup for my daughter and I to go on bike rides and everything together. And it's just, you know,
yeah, I saw that
I
little
love
jumper,
spending
that
time
little
at
jumper
home.
seat that
So
you got
cute.
for it. It was adorable.
And you know, a lot of people ask me, but the thing I like it is because it sits in front of me so I can wrap my arms around her and keep her safe. And it's, I love that idea. And I take it to the park and we'll play for a couple hours and I'll come home. And man, I love being home and spending time with the family. It truly is cool. And the day Elsie was born, there's just a weird switch that flipped. I was like, oh, my dad, let's do this.
And he's got the cutest little girl in the world too. Like,
Yes. Oh my God, you don't even know. Like, she is like the epitome of an adorable little girl. Like,
and she's sweet too, and it's just like,
I'm
getting diabetes looking at her.
All right,
hey,
so,
I can help with that.
Yeah. I assume that whenever you're doing your writing and everything, you're not just out there with nothing going on. You're listening to some kind of music or something.
Oh yeah.
What would you say is your favorite type of music or your favorite music genre as a whole?
So I actually have a musical theater background, which a lot of people don't know this about me. And, you know, that's how my wife and I met, was on a musical theater scholarship. So I love music in general. But I've actually been listening to Incubus for some reason again. And I don't know if they're relevant anymore.
Not that I know of, but
that's like, you know, someone
we
going,
still listen to music that we listened to in high school.
That's my playlist on my Spotify that I listen to while I go on bike rides. I only listen to music when I actually go on road rides. I don't ride with earbuds though, because I want to be able to hear traffic. I try to be safe, but I have a phone mount for my my gravel bike or my road bike, so I can just listen to it. And it's everything from The Greatest Show to, I mean, Incubus, Linkin Park. I'm really enjoy Linkin Park, and actually, you and I went to a Linkin Park concert once, and that was, gosh, was that 12 years ago now? I was in high school
something
still.
Like that, yeah. That was
it was definitely before we met.
An amazing concert, and Johnny Cash is on the playlist. There's not a lot of music that I don't like. I just thoroughly enjoy music, and the more in-depth music is, like the weird times and key changes and stuff like that, I just love. So I get a little nerdy with that.
Well, that's okay. That's all good, man. That is all good. So, to kind of go along with some favorites here, what would you say your favorite movie is?
So, Just Friends is one of my absolute favorite movies. And it was a little before Ryan Reynolds got super, super popular. Mm-hmm. So, it's really fun to watch that one. But I actually had to buy another DVD because I ruined the other one by watching it too many times. And 50 First Dates. I love 50 First Dates. Okay. I'd say I'm a little bit of a hopeless romantic, but of course I have a beautiful wife, and it's fun to watch those with her. And I like the comedy style movies, but those two are definitely up top. And at any given time, I will watch one of the two Ace Venturas and not regret a second of it. But I just, you know, funny movies that I can just enjoy and watch and that are just fun. But I would say Just Friends and 50 First Dates, very random movies. Some people probably don't even know what Just Friends is, in all fairness, because you know. But if you ever want to see Ryan Reynolds dressed in a fat suit singing a terrific song, check out that movie. You will not be disappointed.
It's so good.
The movie's awesome.
All
but
right.
those two I'd say are definitely on the top. So
Perfect. Now, what would you say is your favorite obscure fact? Like something that if like people are trying to like throw out like weird random knowledge, like what's something that you're just like, oh yeah, hey, this. It is just kind of the first one that comes to your head. Or do you even have one? That's
a good question. I'm trying to think what kind of party things I share. Not much of a partier though. Huh. There was one I shared with Marley the other day, and it was the unicorn being, I believe it was Ireland's.
Scotland.
Oh, Scotland. Thank you. Scotland's animal. Their national animal. Is that the right word? National?
Yeah.
Yeah, their national animal. And that was a fun one because I learned that one, and I was like, hey, Marley, you know, and I was being all super witty and how I am. And then I asked her to ask Alexa, and of course I was recording on my phone so I could post it on Facebook later just to get her reaction. Yeah. But that's a cool one. I like that one a lot. So
nice. Yeah, I do believe it would be a little bit awkward if you were like in the back of your ambulance treating someone and be like, hey, did you know?
You know, in all fairness, it depends on their current condition.
Yeah,
if they're talking to me, we're having a good time. If they're not talking, I'm busy usually. But it comes with the territory.
Yeah, I can imagine. So this whole like I mean, obviously you being a paramedic, this whole pandemic thing has been a big, you know, issue for a lot of people. Overall, have you seen people more or less being safe and being smart about things, or like is there a bigger downside to it, or you know, we live in a very rural area.
Yeah.
So is it kind of just a wash, really?
Well, if you go from just Illinois to Indiana, you can see a huge difference, even with just restaurants being open and things like that. So I think it's just interesting over how people are reacting to it and how they react differently. So for me personally, I wear masks everywhere I go. The reason being, though, is because people ask me, well, have you potentially been in contact with someone with COVID? I'm a paramedic. Of course I have. So I don't think it's fair for me to not wear a mask since that's my job. So that's just how I personally feel about it.
Gotcha.
But it's interesting because it's almost like a political debate in the sense of like there are some people that are just kind of like here in the middle, they're like, eh. And then you have the polar opposites. And it's just, you know, it's so hard to talk about to some people sometimes, unfortunately. Yeah. But it really just depends. You know, I have some patients that'll get on the ring like, oh, I got to get my mask on and that kind of stuff. And then, you know, I have other patients where I'm like, hey, do you mind if I put a mask on? They're like, I'm not wearing that thing. It's like, well, the hospital might make you. So just a heads up, I'm okay with you not, because I'm going to wear a mask myself. I have to for calls. It's in our protocols now for specific, you know, just protection. So, but it is interesting. It really is. And everyone's just so different.
Yeah. All right. Well, man, I want to thank you for coming on the channel. I really appreciate it. This is a blast. It's always fun talking to you.
Oh yeah, man, I love it.
For those of you who didn't pick up on it a little bit earlier, I have known this kid for many years now.
Indeed.
He was actually the best man in my wedding. So I'm probably gonna throw up like a little picture here or something.
Hey, I remember that day real well.
Hey,
you married that girl.
Yes, I did.
That was a fun time, man. That was awesome.
He's like Josh has been a good friend of mine for a very long time.
You should tell the story of when he first came into your house.
Oh no! Listen, okay, hang on. Okay, before we tell
that story, I do have a question for you though.
Oh please.
What is your hatred towards Klingon Bird of Prey? Like, why do you hate them so much?
Okay, so again, before I answer that question, and you set me up for specific and utter failure. What was I? 7 years old? Come on. So I just turned 30 in July. So we've known each other over 20 years now. Mm-hmm. But my brother and you were very good friends. And that's, you know, I would hang out with Jeremy, my brother, and that's how I got to meet you. So here's 7-year-old Josh, roughly, coming into, you know, Perry's room. And he's just so cool, you know. I was like, look at all these neat things. He's got this cool blue guitar. He's got these crazy big speakers. Like, look at this cool thing on his bed. I don't even know what it is, but I bet it can fly because it looks like a ship. So I take it and throw it. And he literally had just built it that day, and of course it broke.
Snapped the wing right off.
Oh man,
I just remember like you coming into the room Just like you're just like, hey Jared, we gotta go. You looked at my dresser, was like, ooh, Star Trek. I wonder if it can fly. Throw it, and it lands on my bed. The wing snaps off. I just look at your brother. I'm like, get him out of my house before I throw him out the window.
You know, I just wanted to be cool. I wanted people to like me. I'm like, hey, I'm the little brother. I'm a hit. Let's do this. I drink soda. Oh goodness.
All right. Well, the one
All the
embarrassing
memories.
question is out of the way, so that's all good. But anyway, like I was saying before, I thank you for coming on the channel. I really do appreciate it. Before we
man.
get done here, is there anything that you would like to promote or plug, or so we can send some people your way and get them some chicken whenever they're getting sendied your way?
Get the poultry. No, first let me start with the Real Agent P is such a good friend of mine, and if you happen to be watching this and you're not subscribed, please click that subscribe button for him, because this is just cool for him to be doing this, to just be promoting other people's channels, and channels that potentially or maybe have absolutely nothing to do with gaming, like mine, for instance. So definitely subscribe to that, and just such an upstanding, absolute terrific guy. Same with the lovely wife. I've known her for a little bit as well. So just terrific people. But if you do by chance happen to ride bikes at all, I do a little bit for everybody. Like I said, the channel name is Chicken Sendies. You'll see a ridiculous picture of a chicken kind of riding down a mountainside. That's mine. But I also do have an Instagram. It's chicken.sendies, so feel free to follow me on that if you'd like to. But other than that, I just try to have fun on my channel. I do sometimes silly videos with my wife. I do videos with my nephew, and sometimes my beautiful daughter can comprehend a little bit of the bike work with me, which is super, super fun, but she is only 2. But yeah, if you like going outdoors and potentially playing on bikes, come check out Chicken Sendies. You might like it as well. So, but thank you so much, man. It's so fun to talk to you, and it's so fun to be on this, and it excites me. It's awesome, man.
All right. Well, guys, if you enjoyed the video, you know what you need to do. You need to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, ding the bell for notifications, and leave a comment down below. You can find me on Twitter at TheRealAgentP1 and on Twitch at TheRealAgentP1, where I'm going to be streaming some retro games, some RPGs, just having a good old time. But anyway, is there anything else that you'd like to add, Josh?
Oh, man. Cheers.
Cheers. All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.